is Ambrea with ThirdEy3Mystic Tarot. I am here today to bring you your reading for the month ahead. So this is going to be a general reading for the sign of Leo for April for 2020. But if you see this for some reason in a different year, it'll come to you when it needs to. Know that not all readings will resonate with everybody, and if you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, please. And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and get into your reading. First, we're going to start off with a Spirit Oracle card, just one. What the Spirit have to tell Leo for the month of April. Oh, well, that's fun. Well, I'm going to pull one. 3 pops out. Okay. So we got Electra, which says, electricity, thunderbolt, activation. You are subconsciously connected with the awesome power that lies in the energy of the stars. Intergalactic transmission from a place beyond time. A message is coming, so be open-minded. So maybe somebody will be contacting you in April, or something is gonna happen that's big. Okay, so we got honesty, love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself, discover what it is that you truly desire, then speak it truthfully and clearly. Always speak with love and compassion, and know that the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. Okay, sorry, I'm being silly. And free will. Free will. So, the answer to your question, if while I was shuffling the spirit deck, you had a question pop in your mind, the answer to that question is no. So, yet remember, you have free will. You are free to make your decisions. Just remember that you need to take responsibility for any choices you make. Meditate and see what's in your heart. So this is telling you to remember that everyone has free will, including yourself. And that if you had a particular question, the answer is no. If you didn't, then don't worry about that and just continue with the rest of the message. I did not expect to pull all 3 of those, but there you go. Okay, on to the next one. So this is a fun little deck. It is my Moon Oracle deck. I'm only gonna pull one. This can be off of timing, and I'm gonna kind of read a little bit from the book on it, okay? So this is my Moon Oracle deck. What does the Moon Oracle want to tell Leo? Okay, Fortuna, 11. It's a very strong number. And I'm going to go ahead and read it out of the book. You're going to have to give me a second to actually find it, just because I don't know. Oh, look how quick. Oh, look, it's a Leo card. That's awesome. A Leo card for the Leos, huh? If you look in the bottom, it kind of shows you. Okay. So, it is ruled by the Sun and Jupiter. A young woman is seated with her back to a small tree and leaf. She is wearing a long blue dress and receiving a gold coin from a bird. Traditionally, when the moon was in this mansion, it was considered a good time for voyages and for spells enabling prisoners to escape. I kind of feel like that kind of goes with your free will. So, it was thought to give people born under its influence an attitude or a very refined taste. That's kind of fun. So, this is kind of telling you that right now is a good time if you're planning on taking a trip, which I guess is kind of bad because we're totally in that whole coronavirus thing. But I guess maybe you need to go home and you might not be home. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute my phone and I'm videoing off of it. So it's saying that maybe it's time for you to get away from whatever you are doing, because if it's not travel, it might be a day-to-day routine that you realize that you continue to do and you are not happy with, so that it is time to break free of that. The coin in this card is a symbol of good fortune, but not necessarily a financial gain. It's more like it's good fortune is coming your way. And this is just a very lucky card, saying that you were born into a very lucky time period. Especially since it is a Leo card that I am pulling during your Leo phase. So that's pretty cool. But this is a sign of good fortune. So in the next month, it looks like you will have really good things coming your way. And if you feel kind of like you're trapped, you need to get out, even if it's in your own yard. And know that, something good is going to come your way. Okay. Next. I'm going to pull from this is my Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Look at me just pulling a bunch of oracles. We're going to get into real tarot just in a minute. Okay. I don't know what's going to come out, but let's see what our angels and ancestors have to tell us for the month of April. What do they have for Leo for the month? Okay. There's one. You have the Earth Guardian. There's another. Autumn. Let's see. Oh. We're going to try one more. Oh, look at that. Heart Guardian came out with Medicine Mother. Okay. So, first one I'm going to do is Autumn. That is the ending of a season, beginning of a new season. This also might be that something that happens now might come into full effect during the next autumn cycle. Meaning that maybe something that you start now, because it says release the old and rest. So I think that maybe you might be releasing something or getting over something right now. And by next autumn, you'll be able to forget about the old and it'll be something new. So we have the Earth Guardian. Just know that you have Earth, Fire, and I'm not sure what the Medicine Mother, but it's knowing and knowledge. You have a lot of guardians over you. You're being well protected. This is the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. So that's kind of like what I was getting down here too. It looks like there might be, with the Honesty card, you might be holding yourself back from truly loving maybe yourself or someone else. Maybe there's fear behind it, or just impossible situations. You don't see how you can follow your heart. But this is just kind of saying, be honest and be sure of yourself. Like, be sure of what you do love. If you love your job, then be sure of it. If you love the people you work with, be sure of it. If you love your parents, let yourself love them, because when you have to give to receive. You have to give a little bit to receive. Sometimes you'll give and give and give and you'll get hurt over and over and over again. And sometimes you'll give and finally the right person will give back. The Earth Guardian says, stay grounded and rooted. So you always want to remember where you come from, what you've done, how you've gotten to where you are. And maybe this is something to build love within yourself, for yourself. Remember who you are, how strong you are. Because being grounded and rooted and structured and happy with who you are, maybe not where you came from, because a lot of people have had hard childhoods. But be proud of yourself for what you have gone through and what you have created. Honor your inner knowing. So, see, this is the Medicine Mother, and it's all about, like I said, knowledge. So, an inner knowing is, there's a belief that we are all connected to our ancestors. I mean, it's in a lot of different religions, but it's saying there's an inner knowledge within every single person. We all can unlock it. So your truth, your path, all that is connected to that inner knowing. So when you're unsure, it's fear talking, and fear should not rule anyone. I'm not saying it hasn't ruled me, it does all the time, but it shouldn't rule your actions in moving forward. Even if you are afraid, you should still go forward. Then if you don't, nothing would happen. But this is saying, honor that intuition that, everyone, you know what it is, you know who you love, you know what you need to release, what you need to let go of. There's free will here in the answer to no, because you don't need to be with that person, or you don't need to be in that situation. You need to move on, be honest with yourself, go forward, release the baggage, stay grounded in who you are, love yourself and let yourself love others, and know that you have good fortune going your way. This is your main message for the month of April. You have good fortune coming your way. You have got to release something that is hurting you. And you have got to love yourself, and you've got to love the people around you and the people that love you. Excuse me. And just know that you are amazing. That's what that is. Okay, So we're going to take a few from my tarot deck. Just to kind of give any other messages that we need to know for the month of April for our Leo friends. Anything else we need to know for our Leo friends? Anything else we need to know for our Leo friends? You're gonna give me a whole freaking story. Okay, so we have Justice, and I'm gonna take this one, which is the High Priestess, which is your intuition. So Justice is bringing a balance and peace to a situation. Also, you know, if there's been a lot of wrong going on, balancing that to the right. Any kind of legal matters will be resolved. The High Priestess, the Sorceress, that is honoring your inner knowing. That is, you know. You already know. The truth is there. You know it. And you have the power to create a better future for yourself. Let's see. So I really feel like this is saying the same thing over and over again for me. It's just, you know, you have good fortune coming your way. You know in your heart what you need to do for this next month. Is there anything else the Leo tribe needs to know? Okay, so you have the Celtic Owl, which is also the Hangman. And you have the Nine of Scrolls. So this does show that you will have some anxiety or some nights where you kind of have sleepless nights where you're thinking a lot about things of the past, which is, like I said, you need to release that. The Hangman being there is saying that you have the, once again, inner knowledge, but you will need to take time for yourself. You might not be so talkative to other people. It's going to be a lot more inner conversations. If you're going to be having conversations, you're more likely having them with your inner guides and spirit and self than with other people. And that is 100% okay. You don't need to feel obligated to other people. But this is saying, you know, you do have the knowledge within you. You need to get over your stressful nights, the things that have been keeping you up at night. I feel like the Nine of Scrolls for me isn't so much something that is out of nowhere and you're having anxiety about. This is something that keeps you up for years to me. Even though it's a scroll, it's something that gives you anxiety, gives you stress, makes you second guess things, makes your mind ramble. This is saying you need to take time to get out of that. You are the only one that has the power to get out of that, and that is by meditating and being happy and loving yourself. Only way. That's it. And like, you don't really have to like, oh, love yourself. That's the rule. That's the way to fix it all. When I say love yourself, I mean, be happy with yourself. You don't have to be like, oh, I love myself. I'm so happy. It's just so great. I'm the best person in the world. I would marry myself if I could. No, like, like if you do, great, awesome. That's awesome. But what I mean is, be okay with looking at yourself in the mirror and going, I have a nice smile, or I did the right thing today, or look at myself in the mirror and go, I'm proud of you. Because you went through a lot as a child or as a young adult, and you have built yourself to who you are now. The anxiety, the stress comes with it. And you may never be completely healed from it, but that is okay. It says take time for yourself. Breathe within yourself. Be honest. Be electrified. Be happy that you have fortunate things coming your way. once you release the bad, once you release things that are hurting you. Acknowledge the pain you have and release it. Exercise that. Even if it comes right back the next day, even if it comes back in an hour, exercise your ability to acknowledge that it is there and that it is okay that you are hurting, and release it, because you are better than that and you deserve better. I hope that this reading finds you all well and that you are doing great during this huge worldwide crisis. And I do hope that you'll all have a great April. I hope that you liked my reading, and like it down below, and subscribe please, and hit the little notification bell for whenever I upload more, which I don't upload all the time, just gonna be honest. I'm gonna try, but I have to have a little bit more motivation, I guess. So here's your reading. I hope you like it. Bye bye, my Leos.